So let's say that's interaction 1. Let's say interaction 2 now. And again, this is pretty generic. Let's say, 2 o'clock, people are going to come in. Maybe you'll have snacks for them, so they'll take a few minutes to get, to chew on something. Elijah's going to explain, here's what the Bible study is. Here's what we're trying to get at for today, for the next few moments. We want to explore, knowing God through your mind, whatever the case may be. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to split you up into 2 groups. I'm going to take one group, Abigail's going to take the other group. And we're gonna look at God's Word and see what He's saying to us today. And so maybe there's a few things that maybe in the Bible study there's 3 different things that you want to try to do through that. Some of you might have noticed last year we tried doing a student-centered approach idea. So instead of looking at just discussion questions, it was, okay, going through this activity or going through this task gave you a piece of the puzzle to solve the whole thing at the end. So maybe that's something that you map out, and then you decide, okay, we're going to aim to finish everything within about 70 minutes, and then that'll give us a few minutes to practice a cheer before we head into rec time, where it case may be. And again, you decide, okay, 5 minutes left. Abigail's going to take the lead and take the team out. Elijah's going to stay behind, make sure everyone gets out okay, and the room's all tight. So this is what I mean by mapping it out. Third interaction could be, 5 o'clock, you gather your team time. You're going to take 5 minutes you want to do some kind of sharing time as a group. And so for 5 minutes, you're going to lay out, here are the ground rules. That everyone is allowed to share, and no one's forced to share, but only one person can share at one time. So basically one person talks at one time. And based on these 2 questions. And so for 10 minutes, they're going to get in groups of maybe 3 or 4. And then you've got these 2 questions that people are going to ask themselves. And then 10 minutes later, you're going to give them another group of questions to go through, again, to reflect on as a group. And then at the end, maybe you get back together and you have 2 or 3 people share their answers. But one thing that I found really helpful when you're doing group discussion stuff is sometimes you say, be prepared to share your partner's answer. Because again, a lot of times some people are afraid to share their own thoughts because they think people might look down on it, people might criticize it. But if I'm sharing Bobby's thoughts, then if they don't like it, they can talk to him after, kind of thing. But again, it gives this person the opportunity to express themselves in a group, to feel like they've contributed to the discussion. And even though it may not be their thoughts, and for Bobby, maybe he's too shy to share his thoughts, but to have someone else bring it up now. Again, it's just a way of getting some discussion going. So maybe you do something like that, and then every person, the 4 people, share. Why did they decide to become team captain? Or maybe, how did I come to meet Jesus in the first place? Or something like that. Maybe it's a testimony thing. Maybe it's a specific area that you want to touch upon. And so you as your captains and coaches decide everyone's going to take 2 minutes to do that. Maybe you explain, okay, tonight there's going to be an altar call, and this is how it's going to work. And this is the reason why we have an altar call. And if you sense that God is moving you to this, and you're afraid, bring one of us up with you or something like that. That kind of talk. And then, again, get ready to go.